I wanted to introduce you to Reid and talk a little bit about why this place is so special.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is CrossFit Lumberyard. We've been open for about 6 years now, and we just try to create an environment where everyone feels welcome and happy, and we try to make it a safe place for everyone to succeed.
So why CrossFit?
Kind of fell into CrossFit after football. I was working at a gym, I got laid off, and I just really enjoyed the standardized movement of what they did. Air squat's been around for 2,000 years. People have been doing pull-ups for hundreds of years on different apparatuses, whether they're trees or anything, but they really set a standard to what movement is, and then you can compete based off that. So that's how I got hooked, was the whole competition aspect of it. It was, oh, I can work out and go compete and kind of fuel that competitive nature, and so that's why I got into CrossFit.
Do you feel like this gym would be the same with or without CrossFit in front of its name?
Absolutely.
You feel that way because of what CrossFit represents or what Reid Worthington represents, and the philosophies marrying up with what CrossFit is?
Yeah, I would say it's a good combination of both. I come from a football background, so when people come in here and if they have any sort of athletic experience, I tell people I try to run it like a college football weight room. And that's not CrossFit, right? But if you kind of go into a workout for an hour a day with that mindset of we have an hour to get things done, and this is the discipline we're gonna take, then I think that's a good cohesion of both of them.
I know, being in the gym, that we work with a lot of youth and a lot of sports teams, both from high school level to professional level.
Right.
How do you train the varied skill level and athleticism from a kid who's used to only playing video games to the professional athlete coming off in off season?
I think it's important just to build a relationship with people and evaluate how they move. And movement can be kind of screened through multiple apparatuses or just their own body weight. So whether they're a professional athlete, just because they're a professional athlete doesn't mean that they can do a good squat. Right, so we like to see where their deficiencies are and kind of build them up from there to make them a better performer. When I do train professional athletes, they're already a professional athlete. I don't need to play with, if they're a baseball player, their throwing motion, but what I want to do is increase their muscular endurance, their ability to produce power. Now with your kid who comes in here and who's never lifted a weight, or we'll call it a 16, 17 to 21-year-old who's never experienced CrossFit before or exercise, we just run them through a basic evaluation screen on how they move and start them from the ground up. Pretty much where everyone starts from is check the box, X's and O's, and then we develop a game plan with them to help them succeed.
I know, just being part of the gym, we started this new movement with wearing heart monitors, and as we're talking through, how you adapt training per anyone's individual need, there is a common denominator of getting functional fitness, but in that we've taken it a step further with the heart monitors, and it seems like you're harnessing what each person's body is doing beyond just watching them and formulating an opinion. So are these the things that separate you from your competitors, let's say?
Well, I would say a lot of different gyms or avenues do the heart rate monitor, but I think it's the way that you apply it to the individual, and we can really monitor a person from the very beginning of class and scale and adjust their workouts to kind of fit that target heart rate zone. We don't want someone to jump all the way up and peak within 5 minutes. We want to create endurance, because life is endurance, right? It's not a 1 rep max. It's not a go 2 minutes as hard as you can. It's let's see what different movements and elements your body reacts to, because we're all different.